So that's it, we are finished here at the Airwaves Noumea Dream Cup. The last day, well, it was like every other day, absolutely perfect slalom weather. But because it was the last day, we had to get the prize given in. It was decided we were going to do 1 elimination for the men and 2 for the ladies. So we waited till the middle of the day and the wind was the strongest and we went full at it. But it wasn't just your average 4-boy slalom. We mixed it up a bit. Well, Tice, the main guy, he mixed it up 6-boy slalom. Did it mix the results up? Well, I have to say, the top 10 or even the top 15, I think everyone changed positions apart from one man, Pierre Mortefon. He's still at the top of the leaderboard. He has won the competition. He got a 2nd place today. But was there drama everywhere else? Yes, there was. It was all going to be down to Antoine Albo today. He needed to get through to the semi-final stage. If he did, he would be world champion. He did that. It wasn't easy, but he did it. Micah Bouzanis didn't make it, so Antoine Albo ended up winning the world title by just making that semi-final. But there was still drama because the event still wanted to get a podium places. Tati Frans was in the mix. Musulmani was in the mix, obviously Albo was in the mix. We got to the semi-final, everyone was a little bit hesitant and then everyone just went for it. Too many people went for it. In the 2nd semi-final we had 6 guys over the line. It's almost unheard of. So that meant we only had 2 guys advancing to the final as well as the other 4, so only 6 guys in the final and we had 10 in the losers final. So with Mortefon already won the competition, like I said, the battle was on for 2nd place. Tati Frans could get 2nd if he beat Albobo 1 place. We started off with the losers final. They were all gunning towards the line and then there was a PMS. 2 guys were over. I think whole of Bonaire held their breath, but it wasn't Tati Frans that was over. It was Ross Williams and Antoine Albo. So a mistake from Antoine let Tati Frans up into 2nd place. Now Antoine was still in 3rd place at this point. He just needed Cyril Musulmani not to get in the top 10. Guess what Cyril Musulmani did? He got in the top 10 and he squeezed Antoine Albo out of the top 3 and into the top 4. So now at the end of this event, the results stand in the men's division. Mortefon first, Tati Frans up 1 to number 2, Musulmani up 1 to number 3, Antoine Albo drowned 2 to number 4. Then we got Ben van der Steen, he moved up 2 today. He won that final in absolutely amazing style. He won this event last year and looked on form today, so he moved up to number 5. We had Bouzanis slipping to 6. Gonzalo, he made that final too, got a 2nd there, he moves up to 7. We had Board slipping 2 to 8, Kestel slipping 1 to 9, and Yakino, he moved up today, made that final, finished 4th there, and he moves up into the top 10. Williams slipping down to 11th place. Also making that final, the New Caledonian local, Charles Perret. So he got about a 6th place in that final, and it actually moved him up in his in the overalls to be the top New Caledonian local, just ahead of the youth world champion Goya and ahead of Jackin in 23rd. A bit of a mention for the top youth, Isaac from Brazil. He had a really good week, finishing 16th place. So there we go, that is the result in the men's. How did that make a difference to the overalls? For the overall? Well, it's Antoine Albo getting his 23rd world title. Impressive stuff for Antoine Albo. Mortefon, unluckily, equal points with Antoine, but had to settle for 2nd because he didn't get enough wins against Albo during the year. And Matteo Iachino, a great year, ending a bit disappointingly, but he'll still be happy to be on the podium. And Ross Williams in that 5th place. Board still holding on to 5th, and Ben van der Steen in 6th. So there we go, that was it for the men. In the women, well, they had 2 eliminations today and long courses, and it started off with Cousin dominating the first final, and we thought, hello, is she going to win all the eliminations, only be counting 1st places? It did look that way. Sarah Kita Offringer got a 2nd behind her, and then there was Lena Erdl. Those top 3 really quite far away from the pack. Fulia Unlu had a good day today with a 4th place, and in the 2nd elimination he also got a 4th. But it was the top 3 again which were just getting away from the pack, but this time in a different order. It was Sarah Kita Offringer back in 3rd, but out in front Delphine Cousin, but this time she was being challenged really hard by Lena Erdl from Turkey. All the way around, 6-boy slalom, Lena Erdl just nipping at her heels the whole way, and it came to the last jibe mark. And what happened? Delphine Cousin went down at the last jibe mark. Lena Erdl came through and she went on to take a really good victory for the last elimination of this competition. Delphine Cousin got back on. She was actually in 3rd at this point, but just motored down the last reach and overtook Sarah Kita, managed to get a 2nd. She obviously won this event. Sarah Keita, it was really close between her and Lena Airedale for second, but it was Sarah Keita that got that second place and Lena Airedale had to settle for third. How does that affect the overalls? Well, not quite a lot really. We knew Sarah Keita was world champion going in today and she obviously still carries that. Delphine Cousin came into this event joint second with 4 other people. Lena Airedale, we had Fulia Unlu and Charla Kubat. So obviously her being ahead of those in this competition gets to her to second in the overall rankings. And then third place, Lena Airedale. Fulia Unlu stepped it up. She finishes 4th for the year. Mortafon manages to get up to 5th and Kubat slip into 6th place. So there we go. What a great year on the PWA Tour. What a great event here in Noumea for the Dream Cup. Let's hope we can come back next year. And big congratulations to the 2 world champions, Sarah Keita Offringer and Antoinelle Bow. We'll see you again for 2016. Let's hope it's a windy one.